So while people like John are worried about the appearance of these houses and say they collect things like trash, the city is also concerned about safety, saying they can be a hub for crime and the structures can be dangerous. Hey guys, well that's right, I am fulfilling a reporter dream. I am going live on a horse right now. This is pretty much the coolest live shot in the whole wide world. But I'm out here at the Gladewater Rodeo. It all kicks off right now at 6 o'clock. And I'm joined right now by Chris Thompson, who's the president. So Chris, tell me what we've got going on out here. So what that means for you is you can go from this to this for free. Well, the family has been living in this hotel for the last month, but now they finally have a place that they can call their own again. Well, that's right, Tashara. Of the 7 tornadoes that tore through the Van Zandt County area that night, one went straight through Cheryl's home. It tore her roof off and flung both her and her husband out of their bathroom. Sadly, Cheryl's husband, Kenny, did not survive. Tonight, her home is being rebuilt, and slowly, so is her heart.
We got married on my 19th birthday. Wow. And he was 17 and a half. He was a grade under me in school. And
it's a love story for the ages, a marriage of 40 years.
You know, we've had a great marriage and a great life, and I can be thankful for that.
Cheryl and her husband Kenny built their home together in Canton 25 years ago, but on April 29th, her life would change forever.
And he just said, turn around and get in the bathroom. We need to get in the bathroom now.
A tornado blew through their home, tearing off the roof and taking both Cheryl and Kenny with it.
After that moment, I don't remember anything else until I was at the neighbors knocking on their door for help.
Cheryl hurt her head, ankle, and spine. It took nearly 4 hours to get her to a hospital, and in that time, a search party went out to her house to search for Kenny.
I mean, they just all circled me and told me and prayed with me, and you know, it's just still pretty unbelievable at times.
Kenny was killed in the storm.
Words can't really explain the hurt in your heart because you miss them so much.
Cheryl says Kenny would want her to rebuild her life.
I know he would want me to live life.
She thought about moving away, but every time she returned to the side of their house, she knew it was where she belonged.
After several trips, I felt like that this is home. Even though everything is gone and it all looks different, it was where I felt closest to my husband.
And when she's having tough days, the one thing that gets her through day after day is her faith.
I have to trust him. I have to believe his word. Even if I don't always have a feeling, that feeling, it's not about having a feeling. It's about what is truth and believing it.
Cheryl's home is expected to be finished by August. She says what she'll miss most is just sitting on the back porch with her husband overlooking the trees that are now gone from the storm. Live in Canton, Hannah Treece, CBS 19.
Well, that's right. Since the beginning of the year, the program has built 94 ramps in Smith, Van Zandt, and Henderson counties. They have a list of nearly 40 ramps left to build and are expecting many more applications throughout the year that they can't afford to take on.
This is the only place he wants to be, right to the water.
Terry Lambert and her husband Lee have lived in their home for 36 years. But when Lee fell and cracked his hip in May, he was no longer able to climb the stairs to get into their home.
But time got away from us because they had to have it by a certain date.
So the Texas Ramp Project stepped in and got it built in a day.
And I don't know what we'd have done if we hadn't. It's an awesome ramp.
This is one of the countless stories that George Cronin has gotten to hear over the last 8 years of working with the program.
We're interested in people that fall through the cracks, that cannot afford them, that have the need.
He says it's the people that he helps that keep him going every single day.
We run into different cases that they're what keep me from walking away from this, because we deal with some people that are actually having to physically crawl in and out of a house.
And now he's fearing that the program is coming to an end, even though the need is still strong.
And we're backlogged on a good portion of about 35 or 40 at this time. And when those people get built, I don't know.
And for Terry, knowing how much the program meant to her and her husband, she just wants it to stay around so others can also get the help that they need.
Senior citizens never have the money when you live on Social Security. And then also trying to find somebody to help you just build a ramp, much less the funding. But this, like, paid for it, and I cannot say enough about it.
Now, right now, Dayspring United Methodist Church is helping the program get through their last few builds of the month. While their primary need is funding, the program also needs supplies and volunteers. In studio, Hannah Treece, CBS 19. Hey, Brian, well, that's right. The jail showers have had a leakage problem for years, creating puddles and mildew throughout the building. Instead of having to hire out contractors, the majority of the work is being handled by inmates.
Well, it beats sitting in the cell all day.
Yeah.
And you know, it really helped me learn some life skills.
They call him the engineer. Aaron Reed is one of the inmates working on the Smith County Jail.
We're remodeling the bathrooms here at the jail because of the current situation. They're leaking and in bad shape.
Not just any inmate is given this opportunity to help with those much-needed upgrades. There's a checklist inmates have to meet to be in the trustee program, which allows them the chance to work.
Well, some of them know just enough to get by, but they're wanting to learn. That way, when they get out of here, they can go take what they've learned and do something useful.
Kim Hawkins is the detention officer in charge of the renovations. He says they're doing more than just handiwork. It's something that would usually take a full construction crew.
We are remodeling the showers. There's 2 showers. We're taking the paint off the wall back down to the block. We're jackhammering out the shower floor. Going to put new cast iron pipe in and new shower floors. Going to paint the walls, paint the ceiling, new shower faucets, so it'll be brand new when we get through.
Hawkins has seen firsthand how those skills have helped inmates succeed.
We had one young man that got out about 2 months ago, went and got him a good job as a painter, never picked up a paintbrush in his life before, and he called me about a month ago and they even gave him a raise.
As for Reed, it's become more than just a job.
Sheriff Treece is right.
He's getting support in what might seem like an unlikely place.
Well, I get something out of it and it gives me a sense of accomplishment.
The inmates who are trustees do more than just work in the jail. They also work around the county, from collecting trash by the roads to renovating the sheriff's office to working in local nonprofits. To learn more about the program, you can find information right now on CBS19.tv. In studio, Hannah Treece, CBS 19.